What is up, YouTube Vape Nation? This is PatterAlice9, and today we're going to be looking at the Dovpo Topside Dual. This is the Dual 18650 version of the Topside mod that came out a couple months ago. This is a great squonker. We're going to go take a look at it. We're going to see the box, what comes in the box. We'll take a look at everything in detail, and I'll give you my final thoughts when we come back up on top. I've really been enjoying this thing, so let's take a look and I'll share with you what all comes with it and what I think about it. Here we go. Alright, here we are with the down low, the going down portion of this video. Sorry, I know I'm ridiculous. I was trying to do some Aerosmith there. Here is the front of the box. You've got the Dovpo Topside Dual. You've got some information about the Squonk Bottle. That's 10 milliliter capacity, just like the original Topside. It's a Dual 18650, goes up to 200 watts, and it has temperature control in nickel, titanium, and stainless steel. Here's what the sides look like. Here's the package contents. Alright, other side, just a TVC creation, Vapor Chronicles, and then here's some information on the back. If you want to pause it and read it, you can. Some warning information, and Shenzhen Dovpo technology. You've got your scratch and check on the back, and that's about it. So, alright, let's go ahead and open her up. It's got some nice kind of etching on the box. Open the box. And inside the box, you have your user manual, but it's laid out nicely, easy to read. Then you've got a card from Brian from Vapor Chronicles. You have your quality certificate. And last but not least, and always important, is a battery warning card. Your batteries should always look nice and clean and crisp with no tears. Very important for safety. Here's the mod. Take the mod out of the plastic. And here is the Topside Dual. Now, the Squonk bottle that comes with this is actually the black one. I've got juice in mine, so I put in the backup bottle. It does come with a spare bottle, just like the original Topside. And the bottle that comes with it is black. Here's the black bottle. This one has some juice in it. So this is the bottle that's actually installed in the Topside Dual when you get it. This one's got juice in it, so I put it off to the side for now, but I will go ahead and reassemble that. Before I reassemble it with the black Squonk bottle, I do want to go over the mod itself. So here's the mod, and it looks very similar to the original Topside. The button layout is very much the same, minus the kind of venting on the front. Mine still has the screen protector on there, so it's a little foggier than it might be once I take that off. I'll probably let it go as long as I can before I take it off. The top cap for the Squonk bottle is the same as on the Topside. When you unscrew it, it just kind of pops. You can pull that off. One nice thing about it, though, that Brian and Dovpo and TVC did is they put a much stronger magnet on it this time. The original Topside, the magnet is very weak. You have to hold it straight up in order for it to stay on. On this one, as you can see, it slides a little bit, but overall, it's much, much stronger, the magnet is. So, here's your top of your bottle, exactly the same as the original Topside. To open up the battery compartment, just pop that straight out. Then you've got your spot to put your 18650s. Very clear battery markings. The A and B written in white on here. Here's the actual screw where the magnet for the bottom is screwed down. Very good job with that. Nice strong magnet. It's not going to go anywhere. So the Squonk bottle, just kind of pull it straight out like this. It's on the tracks on there, just like the original Topside. A lot of this is really done very much like the original Topside, and exactly the same in many cases. The original Topside bottles will be compatible with this. So my original Topside, came with a bottle and a spare bottle. This comes with a bottle and a spare bottle. So if you own both, you'll end up having 4 bottles total, and they are all interchangeable between both mods. Alright, so I went ahead and put a atomizer on here. That's my profile RDA. And so battery markings, right? So you've got one battery here, negative side facing the battery door. On this side, positive facing the battery door. One thing I noticed when I first got this, closing it up, is that it can be a little difficult to get the door to close completely. Closed up okay for me there, and I feel like it's kind of broken in over time. But you do want to kind of look out for the battery door. These little spots right here are going to kind of be, at least for me, an indicator on whether or not it's closed up tightly. And you can see right here, I think it is secure. You can kind of also feel like on the bottom here, this little lip right there. So you just want to make sure that it's closed up tight. So I think I do have it pretty much closed up pretty tight now, but I mean, I've even had to kind of completely tilt it upside down. That's why I want to make sure I had the cap on the Squonk Bottle and an atomizer on there, so I don't want any leaking. So yeah, I think it is closed up pretty tightly. There's no battery rattle or anything. It's looking good there. So the menu system, right? It's standard 5 clicks off, 5 clicks on. You can change your power. You've got power down and up, your down and up buttons here, so you can change your power here. It does scroll all the way up to 200 watts. I'm not going to do that now though. And it does round robin. I don't know why people say round robin. I don't know why that's the term for that, but you know what I mean. It does round robin, and it'll go from 200 and back down to 5 watts, and you can go up again. So if you want to power lock the device, you can. If you hold the up and down button together, you won't be able to change the wattage, but you will be able to fire still. And if you want to unlock, you can hold them both down again. And to get to your menu system, you hold the power button, or hold the fire button and the down button. And here you've got your list of everything. You've got your power, voltage, temperature control. You've got your nickel, titanium, and stainless for that. You've got TCR and stats. So here's your puff counter here. If you click that fire button there, you're going to get your puffs and your time. And then you can go down to exit that mode, and exit the entire screen. This screen is very similar to the updated Topside screen. After you do the firmware update on the original Topside, it looks basically like this. So that's pretty much the menu system. You've got on the front here also, you've got your applied amps and your voltage and your resistance down there at the bottom. So that is pretty much everything. It squonks really well. Squonks nice and even. The Squonk Bottle has good resistance on it. It feels like it's pretty much airtight. It's just like the original Topside. If you have the original Topside and you like it, you will definitely like this mod. Good battery life with the dual 18650s as well. So anyway, yeah, it's a good device. I'm enjoying it. Let's go take it back up top, and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Alright, so there you have it. That is the Topside Dual. Here we go. Let's take a vape on it. Now I'm vaping at very low wattage. I'm vaping at 42.5. This is the profile RDA by Dovpo. I prefer to vape this at a lower wattage just because it's mesh and it really kicks. I'm going to take one more rip on it. So yeah, I'm really impressed. Obviously the flavor on the profile is great. The response on the Squonk Bottle is awesome. I really did think that I was going to have a hard time with the black version of the Squonk Bottle. I thought I was going to have a hard time seeing the level. Right now it's full, so you don't really get any contrast, but it's not that difficult to see what your liquid level is in here with the black one on. As you can see, I'm holding the original Topside. One thing I did not do up close is show much of a comparison of the two, so let's just do a little bit of that now. So here's the front. You can see the original Topside has the venting here. The new one does not have the venting for the board so much. take a trip around. You know, they're about the same height. I would say that the Dual is just a little bit stouter and fatter, right? And then here's the other side, other side. And then here's the back where the Squonk Bottle is. And you can kind of see that on here, pretty much the same. I think the opening for the Squonk Bottle is just a tad bit bigger on the Dual. The finish is also about the same. It feels the same on the Dual as it does on the original Topside. It feels about the same. It's got that same kind of quality, look, and feel to it. One other difference you can see is that you've got these ridges on the original. They took that away on the Dual, so you don't have that here. That's just more of an aesthetic thing, I guess. There is a little bit of grip there on here, but not having that on the Dual makes basically no difference, at least to me. I find that they're both super comfortable to hold. You know, you've got the Topside, very comfortable to hold to finger fire or to thumb fire. Either way, you can squonk and fire easily both ways. Same thing with the Dual. Very comfortable to hold. The form factor, the way the sides curve like that, kind of go into your grip very easily. If you want to flip it around the other way and thumb fire, same thing. You can squonk down here and fire here. So very, very easy to do. Another thing I didn't show in the close-up also is the Dual does come with a charging and update cable. I did not mention that. That was also in the box. Should have done that down low, but I forgot. So it does come with a USB charging cable, and the port is right here. So do I think it's worth buying if you already have the original Topside? That's a big question. I do feel like if you are a kind of person who really values battery life, I think it's going to make a difference to you. Having the Dual 18650s, if you have other Dual 18650 mods, you know that the battery life is really good in those. Now, if you've got a really good quality 21700 that you're going to use in the original Topside, you're going to get great battery life out of that too. So I don't think the battery life, if you have good batteries in both, I don't think the battery life is going to far outstretch the original Topside, but I do think it's significant enough that if you can afford it and you really, really are interested in it, I do think it's worth it to get for the battery life. In all other respects, it performs, I would say, about the same as the original Topside. Another real big plus with this is that you already have all of the updated modes on here. You've got your TC and TCR and stuff, whereas the original Topside just had power mode, just wattage and bypass. That's all it had. This has everything already without having to update it. That might be a big plus for some people, not to have to mess with the update. One little aside about the original Topside is if you do want to update yours and you're having trouble like a lot of people are, Brian has said this, and I found this to be true for myself, but if you just leave the battery in that while you're doing the update, then it should work. I think there's not enough power going to it without the battery in, and that's why people aren't getting it to connect to their computer. I figure if you're watching the Dual video, maybe you'll be interested to know about that. So as far as the performance, it's the same. I feel like the feel is definitely bigger. It's a little heavier, but all around, I would say if you like the original, you definitely will like this. If you're trying to decide whether or not to buy the original Topside or to buy the Dual, then I think you got to ask yourself the question of what matters to you more. You know, are you looking for something that's a slimmer design, that's kind of easier to carry around, and that may have a little less battery life, or are you looking for something that definitely has better battery life and then you don't mind it being a little thicker? If you are okay with carrying around something like, say, the Rage, like the Desire Design and Homeboy OC Rage, then this has about the same kind of feel as that. Let's say it's about maybe actually a little slimmer than that when you're holding it. But if you like the Rage, then you'll like this. There's a couple others out there that are similar to that as well. But if you like that, you'll like this. So overall, I'm gonna have to say I absolutely recommend it if you're into squonking already, or if you want to get into squonking. This is a really good mod, even for the price that they're asking now. Like you know, you can find some deals on it online, but I think for the most part it's like $80-$90 right now because it's still brand new. But yeah, I think it's definitely worth the price of admission. really good mod. Really am digging it. I'm glad I got it. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. This isn't going to be an extremely long video like some people might do. I don't think there's a whole lot more I can say about it other than if you really dig the idea of a really nice Dual 18650 squonker that has a great capacity, 10 milliliter capacity, then this probably will be for you. So that's all for now. Please, if you like this video, please like it, share it with your friends, subscribe, that would be great. And then I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.